Hey learners, welcome to Connected.
In today's lesson, we will read the chapter The Last Leaf by O. Henry, which is a story about two female roommates and aspiring artists who live in Greenwich Village. Later, the life of one of them is connected with a tree and the number of leaves on it. This story will also brush up our grammatical skills and improve our vocabulary. Without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the story. Two girls by the names of Sue and Johnsy lived together in a small flat. They were artists. The flat was on the third floor of an old house. In the month of November, Johnsy was struck by pneumonia. She remained in bed and would look out of the window. Sue was worried about Johnsy and called the doctor. The doctor visited them daily, but there was no improvement in Johnsy's health. I hope the first para is clear to everyone. Now, moving to the next para. The doctor secretly asked Sue if something was the matter with Johnsy. Sue replied that there was nothing to worry and asked why did the doctor think so. The doctor said that it seemed that Johnsy had decided not to live and did not want to recover from the illness. In such a case, medicines would not work on her. Proceeding to the next para. Sue tried to cheer up Johnsy. She discussed interesting things like clothes and fashion with her, but Johnsy remained unaffected. She laid in bed. Sue sat beside her and started painting in order to create interest in her and take her mind off her illness. Sue would whistle at times to brighten up Johnsy. Moving on to the next para. Sue heard Johnsy speaking softly. Johnsy was making a backward counting while looking out of the window. Sue was curious and looked outside. She saw an ivy creeper plant beside the window of the room. As strong winds were blowing, the leaves of the creeper were falling. Let's find out the reason behind Johnsy's attention to the creeper. Sue asked her what the matter was. Johnsy said 6 and said that the leaves were falling faster. She added that 3 days ago there were a lot of leaves on the ivy creeper, almost 100, but now only 5 were left. Sue replied that it was autumn season and it was natural for the creeper to shed its leaves. Johnsy said that she would die when the last leaf will fall. She added that she had known this for the last 3 days. Sue replied that this did not make any sense. The leaves had nothing to do with her health. The doctor was sure that she would recover. Johnsy remained quiet. Sue got a bowl of soup for Johnsy. Johnsy did not accept the soup as she was not hungry. Then she said that 4 leaves were remaining on the ivy plant. She wanted to see the last leaf fall before sunset and then she could die peacefully. Proceeding to the next para. Sue tried to show affection towards Johnsy. She said that Johnsy would not die. She kept the curtain open because she needed the light to complete the painting. She would sell it to fetch money for them. Sue requested Johnsy not to look out of the window. Johnsy agreed and asked Sue to finish the painting so that she could be in time to see the last leaf fall off the ivy plant. She was tired of waiting to see it fall. She wanted to die, and was tired, just like the poor tired ivy leaves. Sue asked her to try to get some sleep. As she had to paint an old miner, she would call upon their neighbor, Berman, to be a model for her. I hope I've made myself clear up till now. If you're still facing any problem, then do let me know without any hesitation. With that said, let's move to the next para. Sue went downstairs to the ground floor of the house where Berman lived. Berman was a 60-year-old painter. He aspired to paint a masterpiece. Sue discussed Johnsie's condition with him. She said that Johnsy was sure that she would die when the last leaf fell off the ivy plant. Berman commented that Johnsy was being silly. Sue said that Johnsy was suffering from high fever and she was not eating. Sue was worried about her. Now it's time for the next part. Berman went to see Johnsy. They entered the room quietly. Johnsy was asleep. Sue drew the curtains and they went to the adjoining room. Sue looked out of the window. There was only one leaf left on the creeper plant. There was heavy rain accompanied by strong, cold winds. The leaf was due to fall any moment. Berman did not say anything and went back to his room. Will Berman and Johnsy be able to instill Johnsy's desire to live? Let's check it out. The next morning, Johnsy woke up and in a weak voice asked Sue to open the curtains. Sue was worried and hesitantly drew them back. Sue was glad as she announced that there was still one leaf left on the creeper. It appeared green and healthy. It hadn't fallen despite the storm. Proceeding to the next part. Johnsy said that she had heard the winds the previous night. She had thought that the leaf would definitely fall. She added that it would fall that day for sure and then she would die too. Sue said that Johnsy would not die. She had to live for her friends. She added that she would become lonely if Johnsy died. Johnsy smiled and closed her eyes. She was weak. Every hour she would look out if the leaf was still there or not. It seemed that the leaf was stuck to the creeper. There was another storm that evening, but the leaf did not fall. Johnsy kept on looking at it and then she called Sue. I'm really glad about the interest you guys are showing. With that said, let's move on to the next para. Johnsy said that she had been a bad girl. Sue looked after her while she did not cooperate and remained sad. The last leaf had made her realize her mistake. She said that the desire to die was a wrong one. Sue was glad to see the change in Johnsy. She got soup for her, gave her a mirror to tidy her hair. Johnsy was happy and bright. Proceeding to the next para. The doctor visited that afternoon and said that the desire to live was back in Johnsy. He was sure that she would recover. He went downstairs to check Berman, who was suffering from pneumonia as well, and there was no hope that he would recover. The next morning, Sue sat beside Johnsy and told her that Berman died that morning. He had been ill for the last 2 days. The caretaker of the building had found him in his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and he was shivering. He had gone out at night during the storm. We are almost at the end of the story. One more para is left. Let's finish it quickly. A ladder and a lantern were lying near his bed. Paintbrushes, green and yellow colored paint, were also lying nearby. Sue asked Johnsy to look at the leaf. It did not flutter when the wind blew. It was the masterpiece that Berman aspired to paint. When the last leaf fell at night, he painted this one. With that, the short, beautiful story comes to an end. To have a clearer idea about it, we will practice a short exercise. So, after that short exercise, I hope now everyone is ready with their answers. Let's verify them. Thank you for cooperating, everyone. With that, today's class comes to an end. We will meet in the next one. Thank you.